Hello, hello, my beautiful, beautiful friends. So today we're going to talk about limitless body. And I want to tell you right from the start, this is not a webinar just for me to tell you how awesome I am and that you need to work with me. This is a webinar to a masterclass to inspire you, to give you the ideas of how you can stop suffering and get towards your limitless body, limitless mind, and limitless life. Literally, those are the things that help me tremendously. It helps me, it helps hundreds and hundreds of clients I work with. It's going to be amazing. I want you to stay till the end, and please keep asking me questions. If you wanna talk to me, if you wanna share something, or if you wanna ask me questions after the webinar, I'm gonna answer them. Please get inspired. Please, let's start transforming your body and transforming your life. And of course, if you feel like asking me questions or schedule a call with me, welcome. I always love helping. Let's start. So we are going to talk about limitless body. Get happy, sexy, and get tons of energy. That's what always was important for me, because as far as I remember myself, even in my very young years, I was waking up feeling fatigued after sleeping 12 hours. And it was excruciating pain through my whole life because I needed some energy. I felt like I have a lot of energy inside. But these mornings, they were so hard my whole life. Now I wake up at 6 a.m. every morning and I feel energized, and I sleep with the 2-year-old who keeps me up at night sometimes, but I feel full of energy. I feel like I can go with my day, and I have so much energy to give my family, to give my children, to give you. Also, we're going to talk about how to redefine your health where chronic illness no longer exists, and I'm really serious about that. So, a little introduction. I know a lot of you know me already, but my name is Alisa Wilson. I was born in Soviet Union, and I wasn't introduced to Western medicine until I moved to US. And when I was a little girl, I remember my grandmother, she was a village healer, and she would take me to a forest where we were picking up a lot of amazing herbs, and people would knock at her door and she would make some potions that would give people and that would help them to heal fast from digestion, like hormone imbalances. And I was always fascinated by how she was helping people, and I always had this urge to do the same, to help people. Since I was probably 5 years old, I was fascinated about the herbs. And then when I was a teenager, I tried different cleanses. I loved it all so much. But then, of course, life happened, and I went to college to study linguistics. I got the master's degree in linguistics, and I completely forgot about my love for the potions, health, and everything connected to it. And unfortunately, also I forgot about my love for my body and my health, and I was abusing my body pretty heavily, I think. So by the age of 29, long story short, right, I was 50 pounds overweight. I had no energy. I looked like, and this is one of the best pictures of me back then. It's like, I really tried here. I had terrible pains, brain fog. I could sleep 12 hours, wake up absolutely fatigued and drained. I was diagnosed with PCOS, IBS, perimenopause. I was told that I'm in early menopause, and infertility. And I was just 30. I was supposed to be all energetic and healthy and vibrant. So I couldn't even imagine what my 40s would look like if I didn't decide that my body is limitless. Doctors told me I wouldn't have kids naturally, and there was nothing I can do. Like, you have to have IVF, you have to have endometriosis surgery. I could not move from pain. They used lots of fertility drugs on me, lots of shots, lots of pills, and I had like something like 10 ovaries, but I still couldn't get pregnant. But I could not walk. I was in so much pain. I was just crying all the time. Now, long story short, 10 years later, took my own 10-year health journey, and I made a lot of mistakes. I tried every detox, every protocol, like functional medicine protocol, natural detox you can even imagine. I spent probably like $300,000 on my education, my health journey, on everything. I did a lot of mistakes, cried in my bathroom floor. And now when I work with women, I put all my knowledge from the schools I got here in US and from my Russian schools, from a lot of study from Russia, from Europe, and I put them together in a system so you don't have to cry in your bathroom floor from the mistakes. I had two amazing children naturally, absolutely. Didn't have to use drugs for it, no surgery, no IVF. I feel and look better at 40 than at 30, than when I was 30. It's absolutely the fact I changed my body type from that apple shape to like more of a hourglass figure. I absolutely love my body right now. The only thing, when I create a lot of weight loss protocols, I try them all on myself, so I start losing weight. But that's a side effect of my job. And I know from the bottom of my heart, I can tell you, changes are possible. We can absolutely change our body type, how our face look. Oh, I forgot to mention, since the early childhood, I had scoliosis, more of like early teenage years. And my whole, like my lungs were squished, my ribs were like really tiny, tiny corners. And I managed even change my bone structure, like expand my chest, like I look and feel and I walk straight. Like it's amazing. The transformations we can create in our bodies are amazing. And I truly believe that maybe in 5 years, maybe even before that, I will be able to fix my scoliosis too, which they say it's impossible, but they also told me that getting rid of PCOS and getting pregnant naturally for me is impossible. So we'll see about that. Healthcare is not an insurance policy. It is an opportunity for miracles and magic. I truly believe, look, the people recover from deep stages of cancer. People start walking when they after they've been paralyzed and they didn't move. I managed to completely change my body structure to the bones. So I believe everything is possible. So let's get to the point I want to. There is like 5 steps, and first step, step number 1 is forget what you've been told about your body. You can create endless energy for an abundant life. Absolutely. And I'm going to show you a little bit. I'm going to show you how to do this. You can have the body that feels like real you, because believe it or not, we are literally hijacked. Our bodies are hijacked. And I tell you a little bit more about it, why you don't feel yourself. You can live like you are 10, 20, 50 years old younger. I'm an example. There are a lot of people who are an example of how you can look 25 when you're 50, how you can have vibrant and healthy life. You can absolutely become limitless, and ask yourself, why you're not one of them? Is it because you don't know something, or because you're not doing something? So let's fix this together. Let's change that. I want you to get inspired. So forget what you've been told about your body. There are a lot of lies going around. I promise you that. Everyone has a new diet. There are so many diets nowadays. There are so many plans. You can live just reading and studying and looking at all of these. And sometimes I even feel like all of these diets are like so many of them created to confuse and to let us to forget how simple health and nutrition is. It should be simple. We shouldn't be spending the majority of our lives just studying and cooking and measuring and preparing. This is not life. We didn't used to live like this. It was a lot simpler, and I show you how simple it can be. There is a new fat superfood and supplement every week. Everybody's saying their supplement better than your supplement. They do the research, like to back it up. This is madness. There's so many. And the thing is, you look at all of this, you listen to all of this, and you forget. So the important step in all of this is to take action. You can, like, there is nothing to learn anymore. You can stop. There is nothing. All the miracles, if you're looking for miracle pill, all the miracles are inside of your body. And of course, I love some magic pills, and I tell you about some of the things that I like to use, but all of the answers are inside of you. Some methods I use are hundreds of years old. I'm telling you, when I was a little girl, the very fancy things like methylene blue, shilajit, kombucha, all of these things already existed when I was a little girl. I remember my mom putting methylene blue in my mouth when I had like cold sores. I remember she was growing kombucha on her window. I remember the fasting was a big thing in Soviet Union. And of course, I got a lot deeper into research about ancient herbs, ancient Russian herbs, and herbs all over the world. And there are really magic potions in those herbs, and they are you can find them in nature. There are a lot of amazing chemicals. Oh, we'll get to chemicals a little bit later. Let's stop on this. Let's get to the next one. Experts, doctors and gurus are humans just like you. Medical accidents, third largest case of US death. I can tell you that we are so used to think that doctor, nutritionist, trainer, they are gods. Like when they tell us to do something, we have to just do it without asking what's going on, how it fits my lifestyle, my body, why do I need this? And this is the biggest mistakes. I want you to get done with this, like divorce this idea, because doctors make mistakes. They learn in the school, and the schools are funded by pharma. So what do? They learn to compare your symptom to the protocol that already exists, that is not that they not created just for you, not from your body unique chemistry or what's going on in your body. And a lot of times they just make mistakes. A lot of times, for how long they told us the fat is bad for us, and for 10 years we've been removing fat from all of the foods, and what people believed the doctors, and they went on a low-fat diet, and look what happened to people's hormones. Now we understand we need to include some healthy fats because our hormones depend on it. But you get the point, right? Doctors make mistakes depending on the data that is fed, that the science or a pharma is feeding to them. There are different doctors right now. There are many of them who are working more like holistically with their patients. But just the point here is to start questioning everything, because they are not gods. They are human beings like you. And all the nutritionists make mistake. There are like a lot of illusions created in nutrition and medicine. It's like wild west. You won't believe it. Everyone is a scientist with the right methods and data. You can become a scientist of your own body. There are some methods that you can use, but the key here is just start using them. Start become responsible for your own body and decide who you are. Are you just like a little creature who is scared of everything and who accept anything that's thrown at them? Or you creator of your own life? Like I always say, decide who you are. Ford Pinto, crappy car, or you're a Lamborghini, one of a kind that needs best mechanics, best fuel, best car wash. You're that. You're the queen of your own life. You are your own scientist. You are your own doctor. Okay, overload. Nutrition and health are the wild west. I talked about this already. Some data is ignored simply because it is old or politically inconvenient. This is a big pain in medicine, in nutrition world, and there are a lot of debates about that. What can we even trust anymore? If someone has an opinion, there is absolutely opposite opinion contradicting the first one, and both of them have science to back it up. So because science can be funded, because science can be manipulated, so we have to be very careful. Chemicals. You are made of chemicals, and just because some are synthesized in lab does not make them unnatural. We are big chemistry lab. So I want you to become kind of like softer to these ideas of a natural world and some chemicals. When your body needs something, when you need to support your body, you can use any methods. Like think like methylene blue. Some of the gallbladder, liver medications can play a huge role, and they can be beneficial. Even some of antibiotics, and everybody's hating antibiotics so much, but I see my patients with the big, huge overgrowth of opportunistic bacteria, and sometimes antibiotics with the right protocol after that can save them, can absolutely change their digestive tract. So don't be so set up seeing the world as black and white. Biohacking and medications can play a powerful role in health. Absolutely. Just the right type of information, and you can always decide either you take it or leave it. This is your world, this is your body, this is your rules. Okay, find your silver bullet. Test that I always say that even the best test only shows 60% of what's going on with your body, but it's very important to test. It's like you have to get curious about your own body. You have to get curious what's going on in there. What's going on? Chemistry. How are you doing, baby? What's going on in there? So testing is at least once in your lifetime. Do some testing, but right type of testing. Many test standards are based on averages of a population that is in terrible health. So they get a bunch of sick people, they do testing, they find the best out of these sick people, because this is average. In lab, they get the average of people who come to them. And who come to them? People with problems. Healthy people who are in the peak of their potential, they don't go to the lab. Usually they don't test their health, although I feel like they should. But of course, we are in a functional medicine world. We use different settings for these lab tests. For example, you go to your doctor, you check your thyroid, and if you just a little bit above of that limit that they have for the lab, the licensed practitioner, the doctor, they have no right to give you a prescription. So they're going to tell you your thyroid is fine. But you come home, you gain weight, your hair falling out, you have cold hands and feet, you have IBS, you're like, I know something is wrong with my thyroid. And indeed, you do have thyroid issue probably, but you were just a little bit above of that limit. That's why I use in my practice, I use absolutely different limits, functional limits. And there are powerful lab tests that can identify areas where the body is calling for help. Absolutely. Sometimes I see people coming to me and we just do, for example, GI-map test, or we do HTMA, and I can see, oh, this is a copper, this is mercury, creating so much pain in your body, creating the inflammation. From organic acids, I can see yeast right away, and I'm like, yes, this is your biggest problems. That's what migraines are coming from. And there are good tests and there are better tests and they're really good tests. So you're probably not going to find good tests in your friendly neighborhood clinic, because they use their standard test methods, which are not the best. And they're usually like 10, 20 years behind of the functional world. And simple actions can sometimes help instantly. Like literally, you sometimes just lacking of certain minerals and vitamin, and just giving you that, it can boost your immune system, it can boost your energy, and you feel the change. So testing is important. Then take action and try something. If you're not moving forward, you're moving backwards. Always, you can just stay at the position you are in right now. In life, if you're not doing something for yourself, not moving forward, you're getting backwards because life constantly moving. Okay. And I ask you to, if you want to work with a practitioner right now, find somebody who resonate with me or someone else, the good one who know the system, who had problem themselves. But even if you, for some reason, you can't, or you're not willing to work with someone right now, do the action step yourself. There is a company called directlabs.com, and I can put it in the chat later, where you can order all of your tests yourself. Any test that people work, that your doctor or any doctor can order, even functional testing, pretty fancy one, you can order it yourself. And the thing is, you can find even the guides that help you to interpret these tests. You can find the interpretation help on YouTube. It's up to you. It's your responsibility. And some of the tests, they are pretty simple to read. You'll be able to find out. Or you can always, if you have your own test, you can always reach out to me and show me your test and ask me what I think. Absolutely. But you need to become responsible. Take responsibility in your own hands and go move in your life. Do something. Many lifestyle changes can simplify your life and make you healthier. Like morning routine. What I do, I always know what I need to do in my day, right? So in my phone, I put the things in the morning and even in the evening that are going to inspire me, that are going to transform my health, that help me to move forward. It can be a plank and dry brushing in the morning, and then it can be like face massage, and maybe I do have a sauna blanket in the evening. And make this routine, put it in your calendar, set the reminder when you go to your bathroom, do this. Maybe you start with one step, couple steps, but keep this word to yourself. You will see, if you start with your body and you keep this word to yourself, you have this morning routine that inspires you, that rejuvenates you, that gives you energy. When you keep this word, everything starts changing in your life. Your relationships, your money, everything starts with your first possession, is your body. And just find the routine. Just find something to stick with. Forget about reading a ton of information and trying this and that and that. Find 2 or 3 things in the morning and stick with them for 30 days. Make them your lifestyle, make them yours, and you will see the changes. Because we in this era, we're just collecting so much information. Our brain can't concentrate on one thing. We forget doing. We're getting confused and we're getting paralyzed in inaction. So make it simple, make it easy, make it something that's gonna bring the change to your body, and stick to the things. Keep your own word. Become confident in yourself. That will build your confidence in yourself. Your body is powerful ally in your quest for health. Absolutely. Learn to talk to it, and it will help you find the right way to heal. It wants to be healthy. I do set the alarm for 10 minutes every evening. I do it a little bit different right now, and with my clients, I show them how to talk to your body. You can literally have an amazing effect on your own appearance if you talk to your body. To start, set the alarm for 10 minutes before you go to bed. Maybe you sit down, maybe you lay down, and start talking to your body. Check with your brain. How is it doing? Close your eyes. Check with your lungs. Maybe if you know that you have hormone imbalances, check with your ovaries. Tell them, girls, I know I never been paying attention to you, but I want you to work. I want you to do these things for me. I want you to start doing what you're supposed to do. I love you. I appreciate you. Talk to your body. You will see that your little cells start like vibrating from happiness. You just go with your day and you spend so little attention with your body, and your body is your best friend. And it's like, imagine you only talk to your best friend when they hurt or when they cry. This is not a friendship, right? So start spending more time with your body, literally talking. You can talk to a liver and say, hey girl, I see you're not doing your job right. Come on, I love you, appreciate you. Come on, give them some love, give them some energy. Just concentrating your thought on your organ for just like 2 minutes, and it's just 10 minutes of your day. You can concentrate on that one organ or just talk to different ones. Maybe you start with 5, fine, but you will see the changes. Stick with this thing. The important thing here is just keep doing. Understand your body is limitless. Your body is your first possession. I always say you come to this world with your body. You want to have a big company, you want to have ideal relationship, you want to have a business, you want to thrive, you want to be maybe millionaire. But look at your first asset. It's like first property, real estate. Your body is. How are you taking care of it? Can you take care of your body? And if you can, how are you going to take care of your business? How are you going to take care of your company? God, universe, subconscious mind, whatever you believe in, look at you and saying, come on, girl, just start with your body. If you can hold that energetic container for your body, I'm going to give you so much energy. You're going to be flying into your new life, new business, new millionaire-like mind that it starts with your body. Do you know that even our subconscious blogs about money, relationships, business, they live in the body, and you can physically let those blocks go so you could start your new life. So are you investing in this asset? It's very important to invest in yourself. It always pays back. Does your health make you feel like a victim? Are you stuck in this victimhood? Because let me tell you something. Imagine a mountain right in front of you, and you need to get to the top of this mountain. And you're climbing, and your elbows are bleeding, and your knees are bleeding, and you just fell backwards in the mud and dirt, but you desperately want to be on top. And you're like, oh my God, what's going on? And you start climbing again, and you look at the right and you see somebody, they have all these gears, they have nice suits, and it's easy for them, and they're climbing really fast, and you're like, oh, it's not fair, life, what's going on? And you fall backwards in the mud again. So now you have two choices. You can be victim, you can cry, or you can climb again. Yes, I'm not gonna cry, I'm gonna climb again. So you're climbing, and you're almost at the top. And you look and you see some people just there in the nice clothes, and they're sitting there enjoying themselves, drinking tea, and you're like, oh, what's going on? Why are you at the top and enjoying yourself? And they tell you, well, we were born here. And you're falling backwards, and you're heartbroken. You understand that yes, some people have advantages in this life. Maybe they had more money, maybe they had more, their genetics were better, maybe like they started life better than you. They didn't have these chronic problems, they had more money right from the start. But what are your choices? You can sit where you are and keep fussing, bitching, whatever is happening to you, and keep continue being victim, or you can get up, you can climb again, and you can get on the top of the mountain and say, I'm here with you. I know my clothes is dirty, I know my knees are bleeding, but I am where you are, and I wasn't born in here. And you can feel like a queen, you can feel like you are an Olympian champion. Okay, let's move on. Can talk about this forever. Actively expand your potential. We have so much potential, my baby, and understand your body is absolutely limitless. I had so many clients. I had people in their 70s losing 65 pounds in 4 months. I have mother of 3, Adriana, in here, Catherine in her 50s, Joelle, she was exercising and gaining weight. Dinara, she told me heartbroken that nothing is working. She can't get out of a slump. We changed their life completely. Adriana restored her period when she lost her period. She came back to her ideal weight. She reclaimed her body, overcame depression, regained libido. I have all of their testimonials. So this is just some of them because I can't, of course, put everybody on this page. The transformations are amazing. Joelle, her cysts dissolved. Their cysts were like really big, several centimeters. She balanced her hormones. She can eat more and lost weight without trying. Having energy, new path in business. She just got hired by Apple because of the transformations. What the thing that I use in my awakened body, we completely transformed her career, because it starts with your body. Absolutely. Dinara, she told me nothing worked. She has a friend who is naturopathic, I think doctor, and they couldn't get to the point where she is right now. Now she has no bloating after, I think we worked together for just 2 months at this point. Physician, she texted me, she said the physician, she goes to do her blood test. They couldn't believe her test because they look amazing. So anything is possible for you. And I want to ask you, I know for sure we can live well past 100 years. We can live until 150 in 30 years old bodies. I am absolutely confident in that statement. And I want to ask you, are you waiting for disaster to act? Because there are two types of people. First type of people, they ignore signs of universe gives them, those kicks from universe. They have to wait until they get old, they have chronic disease, they have cancer, they lose all of their money. So some serious big kick has to happen for them to move. And trust me, if you're not moving forward, the universe is gonna give you these disasters. Why? So you would transform and start doing. We came to this planet to ascend, to become better, braver, stronger, more beautiful. We are here to change our body, make it limitless in our body, our life, our relationship. We are here to build the dream body, life, career, everything. We didn't come here to lay in the mud and complain about, not having the right start in our life. Stop being a victim. Illness definitely builds up over time before it becomes very serious. Are you preparing like an athlete? That's second type of people. If those type of people, they don't wait for the kick from universe. They always moving, they're always building. New world records set every year. The people run twice as faster. They lift twice as much weight. It's amazing what our bodies can do. So stop running from symptoms. Stop expecting universe to just kick to you with some type of pain for your transformation. Look for this transformation. Become unstoppable. Run to your dream body, to your dream life. Enable your body to perform better than it ever has. Your body is your primary asset that provides success in life. Absolutely, I believe in it. It all starts with your body. Understand, please, that your body is limitless. And are you falling towards death? Or are you moving forward? Regrow a strong foundation of health. And it's pretty simple. I'll show you how simple it is. Step number 3. That we come to the simple, very simple thing. You need to remove harmful organisms and toxins. Basically, my recipe for health is 2 things. Remove what doesn't belong in your body and add what your body is lacking because of our unnatural lifestyle. Simple. People overcomplicate it. Doctors overcomplicate it. Nutritionists overcomplicate it. Everyone says just exercise, but you're too tired. Can't stay on a diet no matter how hard you try. Eat healthy but still gain weight. Any of these sound like you? Let me know. Please let me know in the chat. What do you think? Did you get inspired? Anything resonated with you? And tell me, does any of these sound like you? Most people aren't aware of what is happening. You've been hijacked, literally. And I believe that its epidemic is serious. So, harmful organisms and toxins. I'm just going to call all of the creatures that live in our house parasites. By parasites, I mean yeast, fungus, bacteria, parasites. And the parasites, not necessarily a bunch of worms. It can be like one cell parasite that live they live in our body that can create a lot more problems in our body than a bunch of worms like tapeworms. So parasites, they hijack neurotransmitters. Tests might measure normal levels of hormones, but these hijackers can prevent the uptake and effect of hormones and neurotransmitters. Those guys like yeast, it affect your estrogen. Yeast affect your neurotransmitters like dopamine and serotonin. They literally hijack our brain, and they want you to have cravings. They want you to keep the weight. They want you to have heavy metals because they feed on this stuff. They cause depression and deprive you of energy. They disrupt hormones, and it's a key cause of depression. They can also consume the nutritional energy. Basically, they live in a small intestine. They consume all of your minerals, vitamins, nutrients before you have a chance to absorb them. And your body is starving and sending signal to your brain to pack fat. And your body's thinking you're constantly starving, and it's like keeping more and more fat, especially that visceral fat, abdominal fat around your belly. And your liver is suffering. When your liver is suffering, forget about healthy hormones. And believe it or not, they hijack your body and suppress your leadership. So Russian study, so they did a study with monkeys, and they put the monkey chimpanzee, the alpha male, in one part of the room and the rest of the monkeys in another part of the room, and they put a glass wall in between them, and on one of the sides had a mirror wall. So the monkeys, they couldn't see the alpha male, but alpha male could see the rest of the monkeys. So he started to doing like his science, whatever science they use to show that they are alpha. And he was doing it day after day, but the monkeys didn't react because they couldn't see him. And he started losing his ability to become alpha. They measured his serotonin. This is feel good, but also leadership neurotransmitter. It was so low. Then they removed the wall and they put alpha male back to the monkeys, but he couldn't be alpha male anymore. His serotonin was so low, he just became a regular monkey. So the thing is, yeast, and you probably heard about Candida. This is the most famous yeast in our body, but there are a lot more. There are hundreds of different species, and they migrate and they love to live in your brain. That's why you're getting so fatigued in the morning, don't have energy, and also they suppress the serotonin hormone. So that study was showing the connection between yeast and lacking of leadership. When you're lacking of this leadership, you don't have this business idea. Your brain is hijacked and fatigued. You cannot function. You can build your life. It all starts in your body. I'm telling you this. This is just some of the parasites that I like to talk about, and there are a lot more of them. And the best test only show 50% of what's going on in your body. And if you have this test, the gut test, and you say, I don't have parasites, this is not true. Because parasites, especially bacteria, particularly bacteria and yeast, they build walls. They build slimy walls that called biofilm. They are really thick, and even antibiotics cannot penetrate. That's why the problem's coming back. Even like you use antibiotics, if you don't know what you're doing, your practitioner or doctor don't know what they're doing, they have the problem's gonna come back because they protect themselves. Okay, and that's why we don't see them on the test. I have people coming to me with the gut test, and then we do my protocols, and they send me the picture of what comes out of them. It's horrible, my friends. I can show you the pictures on demand if you feel like it. So, for example, let's take liver flukes, sluggish liver. Those guys live in the bile ducts. I think they have something, I don't want to lie, but something like 2,000 eggs a day. And these liver flukes, they completely or partially block your bile ducts. So this bile is not flowing. When bile is not flowing, you can't absorb fats and you can't make healthy hormones. When bile is not flowing, the bacteria accumulates in your small intestine. You have crazy bloating. bloating. You can't digest your food. You have this bloating, you have this indigestion, your liver getting very inflamed. Forget about healthy hormones or estrogen balance. So hormone dysfunction, thyroid issues, big time. No sex drive because, hey, no hormones, no sex hormones, no pregnenolone, no testosterone, no progesterone. Adult acne, big one. When your liver is inflamed, when your body is very toxic, it gets filled in the lymph, and then your body has to eliminate it somehow, and it does it through the skin. So adult acne, eczema, a lot of like weird rashes. If you eat something and it gives you rashes, here you go, you probably have liver flukes. Yeast make microscopic holes in organs, leaky gut, liver problems, pancreatitis. It loves to garbage our pancreas. It creates the insulin resistance, and you basically, a lot of times, because of the leaky gut, your body, your immune system reacts to all of these toxins and digested food spilled in your body, and then it starts attacking its own organs, like thyroid, creating Hashimoto's, or pancreas, creating insulin resistance. It literally goes haywire. Fatigued brain. Yeast is probably #1 reason why we have very fatigued brain, where we forget where we put our keys, or we wake up after sleeping 12 hours and we feel like we barely slept. Stubborn weight issues. Oh yeah, there's so much yeast, like this liver that overburdened, and if the liver is doesn't know what to do with toxins, it's gonna store it as fat. There's so much toxins because of the yeast. H. pylori, not seeing results from gym, it prevents digestion. This bacteria bury itself in your stomach lining. It prevents you from digestion of proteins because it's lower your hydrochloric acid, and you just can't digest your proteins. You go to the gym, you're eating your proteins, they're sitting there rotten and creating problems for you. So it's bloating, acid reflux, all kind of symptoms and problems. All right, so let's talk about biofield, my favorite. This is like the protective layer I told you about. The protective layer shielding issues from antibiotics and lab testing. So that's why you don't see the things on the lab test. Even gut tests can miss them. The parasites, the bacteria, the yeast, because they're all covered in biofilm, and they protect themselves. They want to live, they want to eat, they want to tell you what to do in your life. They have a nice juicy suit and they want to boss you out. And the ecosystem biofield even has a unique electric field that has been measured by Russian researchers. So they took very sick people and they measured their biofield, the energy that people, like we all have biofield, the energy that we're emitting. And they measured their biofield, and they found out that these gangs of biofilm and these gangs of yeast, bacteria, and parasites, together they create their own biofield that becoming stronger than your human biofield. So basically their energy is bigger than your energy. They literally hijacking your body. That's fascinating research. You have like some of the symptoms, just some little symptoms, just not the symptoms a little, but some of them. Slow metabolism, stubborn weight, anxiety, headaches, harsh menopause symptoms, infertility, all kind of problems with your period. It all comes from these harmful organisms, fatigue, skin issues, arthritis. It's just some of them. And of course, we don't start fixing hormone problems with hormones, because hormones just chemical messengers from your brain to your endocrine system organs. It's pretty simple. When you don't get package delivered from Amazon, you call Amazon. You not start looking for the driver, right? The same here. Don't blame hormones for hormone imbalances. This is your fatigued brain that's not doing its job, and this is your toxic organs that, like all of the blood, all of this toxin from your abdominal cavity, from your intestines, if they get spilled in the blood through leaky gut, in 15 minutes, 20 minutes, all this toxic blood goes through your organs, through your ovaries, creating inflammation, hormone imbalance, through your thyroid, through your pancreas, through your brain. Of course we have hormone imbalances because body just can't take the burden, and it's fighting a war. And when you're fighting a war inside of you, it's not time to digest your food. So your digestion goes to, your digestion is compromised, all this bloating and stuff. And then your hormones, it's not time to make babies. So your body, your organs basically deactivated, your ovaries, your pancreas, your thyroid. So there is some, of course, when you come to me, I use amazing, I use the Limitless body cleanse. When we use herbal combination, it's just in 2 months, I can completely restart your whole microbiome, your whole digestion. I can cleanse the lymphatic system, the blood system, cardiovascular. And the thing is, we jumpstart your immune system, because healthy immune system is 80% of success. So nothing would come back. The stubborn SIBO, and this is how I healed my SIBO when I had small intestine bacterial growth, this crazy bloating. I was miserable. What I did, I tried so many mainstream things that SIBO is so popular. They're saying antimicrobials, the diet. Said, I don't like this diet. I don't want to just eat meat all day long. So I healed myself with antiparasitic complex and actually beans, that is taboo on a SIBO diet, and garlic. And I took care of those organisms and parasites and biofilm. And here you go, SIBO is gone. So it's not a rocket science, but you have to have a system. And if you don't work with someone who know what they're doing, there is some things, please don't get paralyzed by inaction, right? Do something. There is amazing herb, wormwood, for example. Start drinking it like a tea. Prepare it, get educated. Read about these herbs like cloves, neem, black walnut. They are amazing, amazing. Monolaurin that can help you with viruses like this herpes viruses, if it's genital herpes. A lot of women have that. Those create a lot of problems, and you can, with oregano oil, monolaurin, you can penetrate deeper layers of biofilm, and you can even affect those little viruses that live in your body, these parasites, these bacteria. Systemic enzymes, they eat that yeast, they eat sick cells in your body. They can help with the fibroids, they can help with polyps. Those are amazing. Powder arco, yeast hates this herb. Diatomaceous earth, it's silica, it's your minerals, it's your hair, it's your nails, but also it works like a scrub going through your system and helping you to detox. And this is some of them. Okay, this is some of them, but even with these tools, it can be pretty powerful. And at the same time, if you start doing some vegetable juices, if you start having maybe once a week, or if you do some fast, water fast, like herbal fast, just amazing things you can do for your body yourself. Toxins and nutrients. So bad water can calcify cells and prevent absorption. I always say start with your water, because the tap water, it has inorganic calcium that goes into cell membrane and calcify it. And what happens here, your hormones can get in and toxins can get out. Drink some get some filters. If you can filtrate your water while you're healing right now, even drink distilled water and make it sexy by adding some minerals. There are amazing trace minerals you can get. Remember that some foods and medication can strip vitamins and minerals. So don't make your food complicated. While you're healing, eat some mono meals. Maybe it can be just like buckwheat or millet, and maybe it can be a salad, but don't mix. The simpler you eat, the better it is while you're healing. Certain supplements can cancel other supplements out. So before you start using something, even if it's your practitioner gave it to you, read about it. See, does your body take it? You can always take it or leave it. Heavy metals include more than mercury. Absolutely, there are a lot of heavy metals in the body that has parasites and yeast, because they love it. They love iron. Parasites just adore iron. That's why a lot of people are actually anemic, because they have lots of parasites, they have heavy metals, their copper is unavailable, and that iron gets stuck in intestines, and the parasites, they love iron. When I healed my my gut, and I worked work with this problem, the parasites, when I remove them, it's amazing how ferritin goes up, how you how better you feel, you get the energy, your iron status is back. It's just amazing. And always remember that our body needs minerals. The healthy, clean body, it can produce its own vitamins, but we always need minerals. And we absolutely lacking nowadays the minerals like iodine. This is I do HTMA, hair trace mineral analysis, and I see that probably 80% they're lacking, 80% of people lacking iodine. It's crazy. And without iodine, your thyroid's not going to work, your hormones not going to work, you're going to feel absolutely trashy. And the thing is, when you don't have sufficient iodine, your body starts using bromides, your body starts using heavy metals instead of it. If your body doesn't have minerals to build, it's going to start using heavy metals instead. Those are minerals too, and your body needs minerals always. So if you don't have sufficient minerals, you're going to have heavy metals. And if you know from your tests that you have heavy metals problems, start loading your body with minerals: magnesium, potassium, sodium, sometimes calcium, iodine, but I don't include calcium here because you can create a lot of damage in your body with calcium if it's not available by your body. You always need to take it with vitamin K, of course. But the thing is, you still have to be careful with calcium, because if your cell is calcified, the membrane, you're going to have insulin resistance, hormone resistance. So try trace minerals. There are so many of them in each of my videos. Probably you can find it everywhere where I talk about trace minerals. In my Instagram, in my videos, you can find those that I use, that I like. Bacterial overgrowth creates toxins, absolutely, and those toxins are a disaster for your hormones, for your body. So when you start using the herbs that I talked about before, if you do it yourself, always use binders. Some of the binders I like is the GI Detox. You can buy it on Amazon if you want. At Fullscript Amazon, there is intestinal formula number 2. So they have really, really good, reduces bloating, yay, flat tummy, yes, eliminates biofilm toxins from the gut. So basically, when you kill these creatures, you need to eliminate them. So we're using binders that get into your body, suck them in, and you can poop them out. And when you use binders, when you use any herbs to detox your body, to kill the parasites, bacteria, yeast, always use some type of, like, maybe magnesiums, or maybe sacra sagrada, maybe even senna, some herbs that help you to poop 2-3 times a day. Because if you're killing, and even if you use binders, you're killing but you're not pooping, you're re-intoxicating your body big time. So that's a big no-no. Also, you can do morning binder drink yourself. You can just buy bamboo charcoal or coconut charcoal, 1 teaspoon, 2 capsules of Pactosol C, very good binder. You just can open it and put it, add it, 1 teaspoon of silica or diatomaceous earth. So this is like 2 or 3 binders. Add 1 teaspoon of psyllium husk to create like a ball out of it that's gonna go through intestines. It's gonna clean them like a big broom. Add magnesium oxide so you could poop better. Put it in like a little cup, close the lid, or like in a little jar, put some water, close the lid, shake it, and drink it. You can add some orange juice for flavor, just so it will taste better, but you can drink it pretty fast. And this is the done for you binders, right? In my previous slide, you can see they already include 2 or 3 very good binders. Sometimes I combine this formula with GI Detox. Like, I love binders. That help you to feel better fast. Okay, so supercharge yourself with nutrients and minerals. step number 4. We're almost done here. I know it's been a long time. Hope I'm not talking too much as usual. Removing parasitic actors frees your body from stress. You will be absolutely amazed how amazing, how vital your body feels when you get to deeper and deeper layer of parasites, removing them from your brain. Actually, you can take 1 part of hydrogen, 3% hydrogen peroxide, mix it with 1 part of water, and you can like put it in your nose, create like this, not a nose drops, but maybe like a little spray. You can take an empty bottle of from your like saline drops, and you can inhale them, and this is gonna help you cleanse that brain, reduce that inflammation. It's amazing. So when you start getting rid of this junk in your body, there is true limitless body start waking up. And you know that when you get rid of those creatures, I guarantee you still get gut lining, and you remove those creatures, you're gonna forget about food sensitivities, about food allergies, about bloating, about bad digestion. It's in the past, I guarantee you. We use food and nutrients more efficiently. And the food that you're going to eat, you will see how you start building muscle again. You will see how you eat a lot less, but you feel like you had enough. You don't always need to have a cupcake or something sweet after you ate a meal, because you're going to feel enough. Your taste buds gonna change. You're gonna understand how amazing food tastes. Not just the sugar and sugary drinks and food. Those hijackers, those guys, they take your brain, they hijack it, and they tell you eat. How they give you more and more cravings, because they manipulate those neurotransmitters like dopamine, serotonin, melatonin in your brain. And unfortunately, that's why I told you are we malnourished. I told you that I want you to start loading yourself with minerals, because we're starving. Our bodies are desperately starving for minerals. There is GMO crops, soil depletion, yes, bad fertilizers, even organic ones, they disrupt the soil. There is not enough minerals in the soil anymore. And the thing is, imagine the fruit or vegetable growing. When they grow, they become bigger. Then they stop growing and they need to ripen. When they ripen, they start sucking all of these minerals, receiving minerals from the soil. So what do we do nowadays? We harvest them before they ripen, so we could deliver them to the store and they wouldn't get rotten. But the thing is, that's why they're lacking minerals, because we take them before it's time, and they don't have time to fully absorb all of these minerals from the soil. That's a big problem, and I'm now trying to figure out how I can always source the fruit and vegetable here from the farms next to me, because I want them ripened. Because when they ripe, they get all of these vitamins and nutrients. When they ripen, not in the store, but they ripen right there on the vine, on the field. Non-bioavailable supplements, cheap supplements are not made from bioavailable ingredients and pass without being absorbed. Absolutely. When I look, you have to be so careful with supplements. When I look at some practices some of the companies use, and I look at the ingredients, like for example, cyanocobalamin, like B vitamin, B12, the form they're using, the cheap form, it's not necessarily doing great things inside of your body. And sometimes it's doing harm, and sometimes it's just like passing through you. So don't stop having 100 supplements on your shelf. They're canceling each other out, and stop buying supplements from Costco or I don't know, Kroger or whatever your friendly neighborhood store is. A lot of them just useless. And some elements like iron and calcium require complex mineral balances to be used well. Yes, with iron, you absolutely need vitamin C, you need copper, bioavailable copper, you need cod liver oil, something that's going to move that iron. And of course, the bacteria, and of course, the parasites elimination, who loves eating your iron. Okay, so I love HTMA, hair tissue mineral analysis. You can see, like, hair is a trash can of your body, and you can ask a practitioner or you can come to me. We can do HTMA. It's one of the inexpensive tests, and it can show you actually how your thyroid doing, how your adrenals doing, what is your blood, what is your iodine levels, like for the combination of the ratios of the minerals. I can tell you so much. I can tell you about parasites. I can tell you how your digestion doing, how your endocrine system doing. Amazing test. I highly recommend this one for at least once in your healing journey. Okay, so here is a little treat. I want to tell you some of my favorite Russian supplements, and of course, like I told you, Shilajit. My grandma used it when I was like 5 years old. We called it in Russia mumio. It's super popular right now. It's mineral resin. So if you want to increase your mineral balance fast, this is one of the best things to do. It has fulvic acid, amazing fulvic acid source, essential for anti-aging, anti-parasitic. Parasites hate this supplement. It has iron in it, and it has lots of juicy minerals. Aloe you can see the I usually like to buy it in alcohol tincture, so it's herb and alcohol. This is the most potent in rhodiola, also in alcohol, not glyceride, not in glycerin, in alcohol. It's just a little bit of alcohol, and it's becoming very potent. It's Siberian herb, increases long-term energy. Ladies, you're gonna notice it pretty fast. It manages stress. Rhodiola is amazing herb. Siberian ginseng, we call it golden root in Russia. It's mental focus, relieves stress, fights depression, helps you exercise, enhances energy. You can buy those on Amazon. If you don't work with anyone here, you can find them on Amazon. You can find them online. Celandine. This is almighty herb. They can help you get rid, like it's amazing for cancer. It's a powerful cleanser. It gets rid of yeast, parasites, infections, inflammation. It helps blood sugar. It rejuvenates your liver. It absolutely rejuvenates your pancreas. It gives your body like this free feeling. And if you translate it in Russian it's called clean body, and it's literally have amazing transformational qualities. But the thing is, it can become poison. So if you decide to use it, send me a message, or read and follow read it online and follow the instructions pretty closely. And all of this is just like I'm telling you, it's not a medical advice. So do your own research and be careful. If you come to me and work with me, of course, we can talk about dosages and what to use, but here it's just like it's your responsibility, right? I have to say this. Start building new you, please. Every 6-8 years your cells have been replaced. Some organs are renewed and in weeks, literally. Some cells, they just waiting for you to pay attention to them, cleanse them, and they be like, yes, I'm yours, baby. The cycle is constant, ongoing, and can start improving today. What you give to yourself determines your makeup at the atomic level. I promise you that. You can change your chronic things very fast. And understand, are you building yourself from the highest quality sources? Are you Ford Pinto or you Lamborghini? Girl, stop the bullshit. Start using the best for you. The best food, you're the queen. No more, I can't eat this. I choose not to eat this. You know what I mean? I choose myself. I choose my queendom. I am Lamborghini. I am the queen. You can even turn your genes on and off. Absolutely. With the lifestyle, with what you eat, when you cleanse your body, when you cleanse your lymphatic system, when you don't live like your mom lived, you're not going to have her illnesses. They say, oh, it's my genes and surroundings, my body, like we're all being overweight. BS. You can turn genes on and off. Forget about hormones. The hormones, they get in shape like this very, very fast. I like to say you can upgrade your DNA and extend your telomeres to live to 120 in a 30 years old body. I absolutely believe in that. And this is what's going to happen with me. My children are knocking the door. The earlier you start, the easier it is. Rewrite your body's story. Number 5. I've been talking for some time and my children are already here, so I'm going to wrap it up. Your past dictates where you are today. Is it holding you back? Rewrite it and redefine yourself. So in my Awakened Body part, like my program consists of 3 levels, and the third level is Awakened Body, and I use practices like transformational therapy I learned under Marissa Peer. She's like Hollywood hypnotherapist, where what we do again, we take the things that doesn't belong in your mind and we put the new stories in. Absolutely, a transformational practice. It's like form of a hypnosis. I use psychosomatics, where we connect your mind and your body, and we teach your nervous system how to relax and how to break and gas, right? We help it to function in a totally different level, and we help it to relax your organs, to relax your part of the endocrine system, so you produce a healthy hormones. I partner with amazing healers that help you healing ancestral karma, the things that I don't know if you heard about book It Didn't Start With You, but a lot of things, a lot of programs you live in your life, they actually came from your mom, grandma, like from your dad, granddad, grandpa. So all of these programs, they're not you, and when you relive them, it's like remove the parasites. You're like, oh, I have freedom. I have freedom of choice now. It's absolutely fascinating feeling. Energy healing with Russian practitioners, that's what I use. Like I have amazing energy healers that all of my clients go through them, and we take them to your dream. We completely like take the old software out and put the new software in. If you do it yourself, please invest in yourself. Find the therapist, find the people who can help you to restart your body, to restart your brain, to restart your energy. You are unique. You are the queen. You're one of a kind. Don't waste your life. Don't be the one who universe needed give a kick. Be the champion. Be the Olympian. I promise you, like 3 months, in 90 days, you can completely change your life. 360. Okay, and like in my, yes, and I'm not shy to say about this, I'm a one-of-a-kind practitioner who combine all 3, mind, body, and soul, and you can find it in me. But if you don't work with me, do your research, find people you resonate with, and start doing this. It's amazing. When you start working on these areas, your mind, soul, and body, you are unstoppable. You are Olympian. So I'm going to share with you one of the very cool tips. The key is here to start using it. Like set up 30 days. And this is my gift to you. Get a very pretty diary. Set up 30 days that you're going to do this practice. Get a pretty diary. Make this a ritual for each day, or maybe not even each day. Maybe once in 3 days, but do it. It should feel special. Look forward to it. Design yourself. Create your body like you are designing a dream dress. What would you change? What features do you want? Do you want a bigger butt? Do you want a smaller waist? Do you want bluer eyes? Order it. Imagine that your soul, you are about to come to this planet, and you choose how you're going to look, how you're going to feel, what's hormones going to be in there. Get into this and start writing. When you write it with your hand in your diary, you create new neural connections. You create new feelings, and feelings create the reality. Your subconscious mind is like a genie. Yes, ma'am. Yes, my queen. I'm going to deliver it to you when you have these feelings. As soon as you feel like the queen, as soon as you start ordering your new body, you get into this, you're going to have new feelings. You're going to feel different. You're going to sit straighter. You're going to feel like you are prettier. You're going to feel like you're healthier, and your subconscious mind going to register it. But the best trick is to rewrite your whole history. Like I'll call it, start with a new page. So what I did, and it's absolutely transformed my body. I even changed the color of my eyes with this practice. It absolutely can transform your body, your life, even people around you. My parents changed 360. I promise you. They stopped arguing. They start like they treat me like I'm their little precious girl. What I did, I decided that I'm a soul and I'm coming to this planet and how it's gonna be for me. So I wrote how I'm in my mom's tummy, that I feel good, that I feel safe. And my mom, she didn't want to get pregnant, so it was an accident. So she had a lot of cortisol, she had a lot of anxiety. And I rewrote it. I rewrote it that she felt safe, that she gave me all of these good hormones, the safe energy, that my dad was with me. My dad wasn't in real life, but I wrote it. I wrote it in that diary. I wrote my birth. I had a big trauma, birth trauma when I was born. They used the pliers to take me out of my mom's body, and I had a big blue stripe through my forehead for a long time. And my whole face was kind of like crooked. And when I did this practice, I rewrote my birth, and I said that it was at the house. It was amazing. It was so powerful, and it was safe, and I didn't have any complications. Believe it or not, 2 weeks after I rewrote my birth, I found the practitioner here, and he helped me to fix the parts of my skull, and even my nose look a lot straighter now. You can look at my videos, like when I started, my nose was a lot like crooked, and my whole face was like different. Like my right side didn't look like my left side. And now you can see the symmetries here, and it all happened because I rewrote my birth, and I had different feelings, and my subconscious mind registered it, and it gave me in a real time the person who can help me to create this reality for me. So basically, everything that you rewrite become a reality for you. You can rewrite your childhood right from the beginning and work up to the present. Create the perfect life of your dreams, step by step. If somebody offended you, if your parents were alcoholics, rewrite their parents. Say that you coming home and your dad is there and he's loving, and he put you on his lap, and he's stroking your hair and tell you how much he loves you. Sometimes you can even cry while you're creating your new dad, new mom, new life. You can rewrite your whole story like this. Create the past of the person you want to be today. You can always say that as a girl you were kind, you were loving, you were confident, you were feeling like a queen. Rewrite it. Sit down, create the pictures, create the feelings, and write, girl. If you feel like you're tired of writing for today, come back to it. Don't do it one day, but come back to this practice. It's absolutely life-changing practice. Write what you want to have happened. Write with your physical hand and paper. Listen to nice music. Sip on your favorite drink. You're making new neural connections as you write. Don't do wine though. Because we want the neural connections to actually connect, and with wine it's going to be complicated. Your body will begin to change. Your life will begin to change. Your relationship will begin to change. All right? This is my gift to you. Absolutely works. So this is my Limitless Body program, Tree of Life, Lamborghini Engine, Awakened Body. And they absolutely amazing. Transformations are amazing. What's happening right now in my life and in the life of my clients, it's absolutely magical. And I invite you to this magic. If you feel like you're done running from chronic illness, you're done being miserable, you want the life full of energy, magic, strength, power, love, and truth, you're welcome. You're welcome to just talk to me. You can schedule a call with me. You can, here is a little, I forgot how you call it, gosh. You can scan this little barcode, right? And it will take you to the page. It's time for action. If you like to create your own limitless body, schedule a call. I'm here for you. And I always, like, even from this call, you always come out rejuvenated, full of energy, and you know what to do. Ask somebody who was in the call with me. I'm here for you. So I think that's it for today. I've been talking for a long time. And of course, if you have questions, if it was beneficial for you, if you liked it, if you got inspired, if I helped you even a little bit, please comment, please say something, because this is important for me. This is how I feel like I'm not just doing it for myself, right? It's crazy, my thyroid is low, said Laura, but taking iodine makes me feel worse. Yes, the iodine, what I can tell you about iodine is very detoxing mineral. So if you have heavy metals in your system, it's gonna push these heavy metals out of your system, and you're gonna feel a lot worse. If you have leaky gut, you're gonna feel a lot worse, because actually iodine is very, very detoxing mineral. So my suggestion here, use binders with iodine always. Sweat a lot, and also use B vitamins and ascorbic acid. Always use vitamin C and B vitamins with iodine, and it's best to use selenium with iodine. I hope you got inspired, and please start doing. It's time. We live on unprecedented times where I always say that Earth magnetism, the Schumann resonance is increasing, and it's pushing all of these problems out of our body. And the thing is, are we going to move with Earth? Are we going to move with energy? Are we going to do something in our life? Or we're going to be kicked on the curb and we're going to wait for a disaster to happen? You can absolutely change, restructure your body in 2-3 months. It's possible. Okay. And if you want my help, you know where to find me. Okay. I wishing you the best. Love you all. If you have any questions, reach out on Facebook group, in the messengers. I'm here to help. And another thing, when you watch my webinars, when you watch my videos, if you click like or say thank you, it means the world to me, because sometimes I feel like I talk to myself. But the thing is, then people come to me and say, you changed my life. I watched you for 3 years. And I'm like, okay, you could come out early, you could say thank you, or you could say hello. that really makes me feel good. Okay. All right. Okay. Love you all. Bye-bye.